It's time to get up. Nah. For real. Actual King Smith. Let's go. Wake up. What you sleeping on your life for? Wake up. Every day's a chance for more. Wake up. Hands up. Let the beat thump. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Alarm clock ringing, but your mind still tired. Dreams on snooze, yeah, goals on fire. Everybody talk, but few take steps. Same old excuses, different regrets. I ain't here preaching, I'm here reminding. Pressure make diamonds, timing divine. You got breath in your body, fire in your chest. So why you living like you set up for less? Get up off that couch, move your feet. New mindset every time we meet. No doom scrolling, no fear feed. It's the real talk over funky beats. Wake up. What you sleeping on your life for? Wake up. Every day is a chance for more. Wake up. Hands up, let the beat thump. Wake up. Hey, go. No cape, no crown, still king energy. Talk my truth, that's my identity. Life get heavy, yeah, I've been stressed. Still showed up, put hard in the test. If they doubt you, good, prove them wrong. Same doubt, fuel, make you go strong. Ain't waiting on luck, I hustle with faith. Mind on progress, foot on the gas and say what? Say now. Say move. Say how. Say what? Say what? Get in the bed, shut up and get up and wake up. It's a moment, don't waste none. Wake up. Sun still rise, so you ain't done. Wake up. Beat knocking, let's hold on. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Yeah. This ain't motivation. This is a reminder. Wake up.
Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's happening? Wake up. Wake your ass up. I should stop cussing on that. It is Monday, July 12th of 2026. I see that my assistant already had something to deal with this morning. Yikes. Hey, sucks to be you. First of all, I know I said I was going to cut my hair, assistant. I'm going to get on that. That will be done before our show tonight. Tonight, I'm doing the King and Me show with my lady. If you don't know what that is, it's a live stream in which her and I talk about modern dating and relationships. And we offer an insight into who we are as people and as a couple. And we try to showcase really what relationships look like in 2026. And I know it can be different for all relationships, but if you're somebody that has given up on dating or given up on relationships in modern days and times, come over and check us out. Look up on Google, The King and Me Show. We go live at 7:30 U.S. Eastern Standard Time Zone. We also do giveaways. As a way to market ourselves and things like that. And we're one sub away from 1,000 subs. So go over and check out the King and Me Show. I'd appreciate that. If there's a like button on the platform that you're watching this on, do me a favor, mash that like button like Andy did over at Facebook. What up, Andy? Good morning. I don't know if y'all know, I can see that stuff here on the backside. So we've got a couple of things that I'm going to talk about today before I get to my job. We've been hearing, if you live in America, that it is all about America first. And our president, which is, I don't know if y'all realize that Trump is 79 years old. I think that factors into the type of president that we're getting. Some saying we're getting a president that is on his second term, his second and last term. There's rumors out there that he's going to try and find a way to extend his presidency. I don't see that happening. But if I'm wrong, I'll come and admit that I'm wrong. But I think that there's something about a 79-year-old, 8-year-old person where they just don't give a damn. They just simply don't give a damn. And they're going to do what they want to do when they want to do it because they're old. But we're living in this time of America first. Now, one of the things that I came across here this weekend, and this is something that slipped past most news media, which is why I'm going to talk about it here because I think it's interesting. November of last year, it was announced, especially around the big, beautiful bill and once everything passed, that the national parks were going to do something that they have done. Oh, do something that they've never done. I'm sorry. Get ready for a question like you've never heard before. For the first time in history, visitors at national major park gates like Yellowstone, Zion, and the Grand Canyon are being stopped and asked, are you an American citizen? I'm going to put that up on the screen here. Are you an American or nah? Shout out to Juice World. I think I've seen Juice World in the chat before. Appreciate you tuning in, Juice World. So I'm going to share my screen here. And I'm going to show what's happening here at national parks. So visitors at national parks are being asked, are you a U.S. resident? This question is part of a new system at 11 major U.S. national parks designed to put American families first, wherein non-U.S. residents, including Canadians, must now pay triple the cost to visit. Y'all read that right? Triple the cost to visit. Okay? Of course, anyone who answers yes to the question and can prove that they are indeed a resident can enjoy the standard lower entry fees and pass prices. Pro tip, if you are a 100% service-connected, rated veteran of the U.S. that is considered permanent in total, so that's 100% PNT, you get a national park pass that's free. And I forget exactly what it's called. Let me look this up. 100% PNT National Park Pass. I think it's called the I know that there's a lifetime senior pass, but there is one for veterans. Maybe it's because I'm on Bing and not Google that it's not showing up the way that I want to. There is a pass for veterans. Here it is, free entrance for military and national veterans. I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. All right. And there is a military annual pass that's free. And there is a lifetime pass. If you're a Gold Star family member, which Gold Star families are family members whose loved one lost their life in a qualifying situation such as war, international terrorist attack, or a military operation outside of the U.S. while serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. You could also get that pass. So I'm going to put this pass here in the chat for y'all. But if you're a part of that qualifying people, you don't have to pay anything. And it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So I'll put that link into the chat here. But going forward, the prices have been raised. In November of 2025, the Department of the Interior announced new entrance fees for 11 major national parks. The two-tier price system was activated January 1st of this year. Not too many people talked about this. Foreign tourists, aka non-U.S. residents, must pay a $100 surcharge in addition to the standard $15 to $35 fee to enter. If you want to get the annual pass, it used to be $80 for non-U.S. residents. It is now $250 for an annual U.S. pass. That is insane to me. Residents are still exempt from that. But hey, America first, right? Now, let me ask y'all this. Who goes and primarily visits these national parks? Is it U.S. citizens or is it foreign nationals? Now, The revenue reality of visitors that visit national parks is this: $200 billion attributed to the U.S. economy came from international tourism overall. Now, I have my producer send me some notes here. So if I'm looking down at my phone, apologies. This represents roughly 14% of the total travel spending and nearly 1% of the total U.S. GDP. This service or this revenue is considered a critical service export because it injects new capital into the country rather than just circulating existing U.S. dollars. Now, with this whole America First fee shift that started as of January of this year, the U.S. has moved to a tiered pricing model. So just like I said earlier, non-Americans now pay $250 for the annual pass, up from $80, and a 100% per person surcharge at 11 premier parks like Yellowstone and the Grand Canyon. So that means that if you're a family of 4 and you wanted to visit the Grand Canyon, you're paying $400 plus the $250 annual fee if you wanted to visit the Grand Canyon. That is insane to me. Now, if you're somebody that's visiting from another country and you want to see America the Beautiful, and let's say you are up in the northwestern region where they've got a couple of our national parks that are right there within a couple of days visit from each. I think that this is something that might deter you from visiting some of the national parks. I know if it's me, right? If it's me and I'm traveling to Japan and I want to see one of Japan's national sites, and they tell me that I have to pay triple than what the local person would pay, I don't know if I'd want to visit. I don't know if it's worth my vacation expense for me to pay that extra price. Now, if you take a look here, the part where the news fees will be applicable are listed all here below. And at 41 years old, peep this. I haven't been to any of them. I have not been to any of these. I have to change that. What's the closest one that I could get to from where I live? Maine, Acadia National Park. Is that the closest that I could get to from Maryland? I'm going to the Northwest. Maybe my lady could be convinced while we're near Wyoming to visit Yellowstone. We're going for her birthday, so whatever it is that she wants, she gets to do. All right? But hey, if you're proud to be an American, where at least you can visit for cheap. How'd y'all like my karaoke? Now, it's starting to turn people away. Some of the park rangers are saying that these checks at national parks are causing delays and confusions. Some people, upon hearing the prices, are turning around and running away. It makes people feel as though, wait, what's going on? Why am I doing this? And I've got to leave. So tell me, I'd like to know what y'all think. Are we doing right by this? Are we doing right by this America First and charging foreign tourists who want to come and visit our beautiful national parks, because they are beautiful? I think that the Department of Interior does a great job in taking care of our national parks. At least from the photos that I've seen. Do y'all think that is right? Put it in the comment section and let me know. Now, critics to this are warning that this could cause damage to international tourism for years, while supporters argue that it ensures American tax dollars aren't subsidizing foreign vacations. Either way, if you're visiting a park today, bring your ID and bring some patience, because the lines are going to be longer than usual. Now, let's take a shift over to sports real quick. The NFL wildcard playoffs are happening right now. Last night's game was boring, a 16-3 snooze fest after some of the greatest games that I can think of in playoff history in years, especially on a wild card weekend. But that 16-3 snooze fest in which the Chargers lost last night, ugh. I think I stopped watching that game in the third quarter. But tonight, all eyes are going to be on Acrisure Stadium, aka Heinz Field, as Pittsburgh hosts the Houston Texans. Kickoff is set tonight for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. I think I've got Aaron Rodgers winning this game tonight. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Okay, yep. I've got Aaron Rodgers winning tonight. Sean Reyes said, do I ever miss having a neck? All right, hold on. How's this? Man, I needed to get my beard set before I went live this morning. That is hilarious. Hold on. If I had a hand clap sound effect, I would actually put it because that made me laugh. Here, let me try this one. I appreciate you tuning in for however long that you stay in. All right. Next up, if you're in Venezuela and you're an American, leave. I would dip out. The U.S. is warning Americans during a new national security alert to leave the country immediately, citing security concerns and the government's inability to provide emergency assistance, according to the U.S. Embassy. Now, don't believe me just talking here. Let me put it up on the screen. The warning on January 10th cited reports of armed groups operating on Venezuelan roads. There are reports of groups of armed militias known as colectivos setting up roadblocks and searching vehicles for evidence of U.S. citizenship and support for the United States. This alert comes as international travel options have reopened. As international flights have resumed, U.S. citizens in Venezuela should leave the country immediately. And I'm going to tell y'all, if you are one of these idiots that think that it won't happen to you, it will. It will. I'm going to just put that as plain and simple. It will. I would even go so much as so to add this. Neighboring countries. I would stay, if you're going to go to Colombia, for example. Colombia borders Venezuela. Stay away from the border towns, border cities, border areas. Why? Some of the people, like those that you see on this screen here, they have agents, people that are working for them in these areas, and they would try to kidnap your ass and bring you over to their side of town where they could do some things to you. Terrorism, kidnapping, arbitrary enforcement of their local laws just to try to get you to get the U.S. to try and negotiate something with you. If you're one of those people, and I know somebody that did this, they thought, oh, it'll be safe for me. I speak the language. Let me go near one of the border town areas and just see what's going on now that they don't have their old president. And he almost got his ass snatched up. He said that scared him and that made him on the first thing back. I wanted to interview him, but he doesn't want to come on camera and talk about how dumb his ass is. But I do know somebody who tried to go over near Venezuela just to see what it was actually like. And I'm like, you got to be the dumbest person alive to even want to do that. So if you're an American and you are in or near Venezuela, look, leave. Don't be that guy that gets on national news getting your head chopped off. because you didn't think that it was going to happen to you. It will absolutely happen to you. Like Charles Barkley say, I guarantee. All right. Let me see. Did I have any more topics for today? Oh, tell me how crazy y'all think this is. Meta, aka Facebook, announced that they're doing a partnership. My bad. They're partnering with Bill Gates-backed TerraPower to build a small modular reactor to power AI. Now, I don't know about y'all. I use AI. I use AI a lot. I use AI a lot on the daily, actually. But there are some environmental impacts to the use of AI, right? All of the power that's needed to power up the data centers and things like that, there is an environmental impact to it. I had somebody who I know and trust, who's a representative of a state here in the U.S., send me something that talked about that. And I paid attention to it. I did. That still don't mean that I'm going to stop. Little old me stopping isn't going to affect anything. We've officially reached the point to where AI is so power hungry that tech giants have become power companies just to stay online. Should they scale down? Should the people stop using it? Or should there be more offerings of it? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. All right. This has been my morning live stream. I have to get ready to take my behind to work this morning. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week as well. Coming up here, we've got Martin Luther King weekend here in the U.S. I'm looking forward to some plans that I have this weekend. Hope y'all are too. I'll see y'all tomorrow during my morning live stream. Come and holler at your boy.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Trumpets blare the golden call. A throne awaits, I rise so tall. Drums like thunder, shake the hall. Royal robe, I wear the weight. Diamonds cut the night, no debate. Heavy is the head, but I'm feeling great. Crown me king, crown me king. Horns will shout, let the kingdom sing. Crown me king, crown me king. Bow to the sound, feel the power I bring.